son gives you 11 rebounds, which is key to this guy's foul trouble.
It is, and again, he's one of those guys who can do a lot of things defensively. We continue to work with him, be more assertive on the offensive side of the ball because he has more offensive tools. And probably what he's showing right now is he's a guy that can make plays off the dribble. We just got to get him comfortable in doing that. But really in the second half, we just felt like we might be in foul trouble. Let's use Keith to create advantages, force the bigs to make decisions because Keith's probably our best pass in terms of size and seeing over there and also the ability to make decisions in traffic.
Coach, you mentioned all the time about you got to scratch, you got to claw. When you win these kind of games, how much satisfaction is it when you're playing a scrappy game and a hard-fought game? You got to show who wants it more.
It feels good. I mean, for me, that's just my nature. But I think, coming off the last game, we played credit the team that beat us. I think we played with a lot of edge. I'm not saying we were relaxed or comfortable after start 3-0. We didn't have a lot of grit and edge to us, especially in that first half, and it showed. And we need, in order for us to be successful, we have to have that all the time. And we continue to move stuff around as far as lineups, make sure we have the right lineups on the floor that gives us a grit and edge out there. And you need it against this team, but we need it all the time in order for us to be successful.
What's the biggest difference that you've seen in just a short span of conference games compared to what happened in the non-conference schedule?
We're really two different teams because you're healthy. So now, because in terms of, and he didn't play well, he's in foul trouble. Antoine Burnett, he brings an intelligence and experience and a physicality to the game as well as Mike. And in order for us to be the team we need that grit every time we step on the floor. We don't have the personnel to come out casual. We have to be gritty, we have to be tough, we have to be aggressive, and insert our will in the game and take what the defense gives us. But again, it's just what happened was when you don't have healthy bodies to practice at a level and practice at. So now you have, say you have 10 guys practicing, 7 of them will be on the floor. That other 3 is kind of, I'm not getting the reps I need to get in terms of clashing, and it showed. Then our bench wasn't as strong, so now we've got stronger, so we continue to get better.
Overall, from what you've seen from this conference, are these teams kind of what you expected the competition to be?
I think again, I've seen it from afar for years, but I just think you don't realize the length, the athleticism, and the speed. And it's amazing geographically how teams play. In terms of, I've always equated Missouri Valley with a big team. Even though they have talented teams, but it's not. You don't have a lot of long athletic guys. When you start getting down toward the south and these teams, length, athleticism, even the physicality, like when we played Kennesaw, they have shooting guards 6'6" and 220 pounds. I mean, and physical, and they can play and they can shoot. We're like football players out there, man, just really, and they're talented. So I think that's the biggest difference, the length, the speed, and the physicality.
Well, now you go 4 on the road. So how do you keep this momentum and the edge you want from 4 straight on the road?
Well, really, it starts with practice. I've always been a man that preferred to play on the road. I have questions about the road schedule, but I don't want to make a lot of excuses about it. I don't want my guys to do this because I don't understand how you have 4 road games in conference play and come back later and have 3 straight road games. I mean, I've never seen it before. Maybe it's happened, but I don't understand that when everybody has to have the same opportunity to win in the same conference. But it is what it is. Put our boxing gloves on, we scratch and claw fight, we take advantage of the first game, but it starts in practice.
Talked about the importance of rebounding, and Darion Sutton had a lot to do with that. He led the game with 11. How much of an impact do you think he's going to start to have here in the future as he gets more playing time?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with him, and I think really we have to continue to work with him on his offense to be assertive, because he's a guy that can make plays off the drill, especially when they put bigger guys. He's good off the bounce. He has to be aggressive, he has to trust his skill level because he has it. He's a guy who can do a lot of things for us defensively. And I think he's getting better. And you don't see necessarily a lot in points in the game, but he shows a lot of great strides in practice. We've got to keep working with him because he's a vital piece to what we do.
You guys are getting better and better at sustaining and maintaining leads, taking the lead into the locker room. You guys squandered a couple games back in November when that happened, and now you're starting to win these games. What are you doing differently to make that happen?
I just think practice, maturity, guys playing together, guys getting uncomfortable in terms of they're not afraid to challenge a guy on a team like me. You got to do this, you got to be better. They get after guys, which is, I think that's what you need. You're trying to be good as a team. Well, our practices have been raised. That's the biggest part. So like Mike used to dominate practice, he doesn't dominate him anymore. Not that he doesn't play well. But length, athleticism, he has to guard guys, he has to play. That's what it takes to be a good team. Everybody has to be good. If you're on the floor, you got to be good enough. If you're in that uniform, you have to be good enough.
Talk about playing a little bit of an edge. Keith seems to have that, and enjoys doing it. Do you enjoy seeing the way he plays in that regard?
Oh yeah, Keith's a good offensive player. And the biggest thing with him offensive playing off 2 feet, when he get in traffic, he's striding out and turning the ball over because he's a better passer and has better vision than 5 turnovers. But it's hard to guard a guy like that because he can shoot, he can lift you up on the shot fake. He has great vision. He's a winning passer. He's not afraid of the moment, so that's what makes him good.
All right, Coach, congratulations. Enjoy this.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.